So today is Sunday, and I am doing okay. So I'm kind of just doing a check-in. I just hope that you will find value in some support. I'm not doing this to gain fame or anything. I'm not anybody special. But I have felt like for years that my purpose here on earth and in life was to help others who suffer from depression and anxiety, show love and support to those who feel like they're alone, that no one cares about them, that life is not worth living, and they feel like they don't have anyone. I have a very strong faith in God, and yes, at times that faith wavers because you don't know how many times I've ever said to him, God, why did you give me this disease? I'm not strong enough to handle it. I'm a very tender-hearted person. I have a love for dogs. I feel sorry for every dog that shows up lost on my Facebook. I'm an animal lover. I'm tender-hearted. I can go to a funeral to someone like maybe I hardly know, and I can cry. In fact, I've got to go to one this week, and stuff like that can affect your depression. Things that you do, activities, things like that. And I've weighed the pros and cons of going. It was my dad's cousin. My dad is deceased, and she was always good to us growing up. So my parents, a little bit of background, my parents are from the eastern coast of North Carolina. So I wasn't born and raised down there, and but we would go visit in the summertime. And she was a wonderful woman. She passed away suddenly on Thursday from a fall. And she was so always kind to us as kids. She had 3 daughters about the same age as me and my brother and my sister. We were all about the same age. So, we played together and went down there. She was always a wonderful host. She could cook. I have fond memories. So when I found out that she passed away, I was trying to decide whether I wanted to make this trip or not, because something as simple as a funeral can trigger. And there's things that happen in your life that's going to trigger your depression to get worse. So I was like, is this going to kind of trigger me to go down like from where my dad was born and raised, and he not be here anymore? Will I cry? Yes, because this woman was a wonderful Christian lady. She was a very dedicated Christian, loving wife and mom, grandma, great-grandma. So I have fond childhood memories, and sometimes that can also cause depression. When I think back to how good I had it, not knowing how good I had it. So as of right now, I'm going. So it would be me and our brother and my sister, and we're just going to all ride together. It's about a 4.5 hour ride. And so we had to find a place to stay. My brother had a place to stay, but me and my sister didn't. And But there was a very kind person that is going to let us stay in their rental home. And the only thing that they're going to charge us for is the cleaning fee. They get like I think it's like a VRBO, Verbo, whatever you want to call it. And they get $300 a night in summertime. So the only thing they asked, they said they knew about her, they knew about the funeral, because these are small towns down east. They're small communities, so everybody knows everybody. And she found out what it was for and who it was for, and she goes, just a cleaning fee. And so I'm wondering, I'm not 100% sure I'm going. I mean, I'm like 95%. But I got to realize that this could trigger me. So if I go down there, and we're planning on getting down there enough to go to the funeral home on Tuesday night, and the funeral is 2 o'clock on Wednesday, I'm going to have memories of my dad. My dad's been gone for 8 years in December, but it seems like yesterday. And there's still times that I cry and wonder and ask God, why did you take him? We all know that as parents get older that we're going to have to face the reality unless something tragic happens that we're going to have to bury our parents. But I miss him every day. I had a really, really hard time when he passed because it was sudden. And it was the day after Christmas. And I thank God that he didn't take him on Christmas Day. But Christmas is very hard for me now. Because I think back to the last time that I saw him. But we had a great Christmas Day. And you have things in your life that has caused you pain. There's things in your life that have caused you to be depressed. You got triggers. It could be events that happened in your childhood. You had a bad childhood. You came from a bad home. You came from a broken home. You came from an abusive home. I didn't. I'm very fortunate that I came from a loving home, and so that's why I'm like, why do I suffer from depression? Why? It's not something that I can control. The medicines that I take is a Band-Aid. And I know I was told at 30 that I would be on medication for the rest of my life. I am 55. So it's a way of life for me. There's times where I say, you know what? I can do this. I don't need the medication. I want to try to get off of it. Some people have gotten off of their medication. That's great. I'm scared too, to be honest with you, because I don't want to do the spiral and be in bed for weeks at a time and cry and live in that hell is what that is. And no one understands it unless you've been there. And I've been there. All of us come from different journeys in life. We don't all have the same situation. We're all different in that aspect, but we're not different when it comes to suffering from this terrible, terrible illness that has taken millions of lives, people who have committed suicide because they gave up, because they thought no one cared and they couldn't deal with it anymore. I've been hospitalized twice, and I don't ever want to go back, because when I'm there, I say to myself, I'm not loony. There's people in there that are like, need to be there. Do you know what I'm saying? And I was there for protection of my life. Yes. Have I wanted to take my life? Yes. Yes. But God stopped me. And in another video, I'll tell you sometime about the first time that I thought about killing myself and what happened. And it was only by the grace of God that I'm still here today. I'm not perfect. I have got imperfections, but I want to be an inspiration to other people. I want to show love. I want to show concern. I want to show you that I know what it's like. I know. And I understand. I understand. That's the point I want to get across. But I also want to get it across to you that I care. I don't know you, but I care. So if you don't think anybody else does, I do. I do. I care. And when I say that, I mean it. I mean it. I'm here. I'm here today. I told you there'd be times where I may be in bed having a bad day. I may wear it. Today, I'm wearing my pajamas all day. My daughter left to go back to school. She's living up there for the summer. And so I normally get a little bit depressed when she leaves, but she'll be back in 10 days because we're going to go to on a family vacation together. So it didn't really send me depressed when she left a little while ago. But I know I have something to look forward to in like 2 weeks. So I'll post once in a while some videos that have helped me. They're songs that have helped me to stop and think. And every time I listen to them, I cry because I know that they were meant for me. That these songs were written for me, with me in mind. So don't forget, you're not alone, even if you think that you are. You have a friend in me. You have someone that cares. You have a loving God. You may, if you're watching this all the way through, if you don't believe in God, there is a God. If you say, like I've done to him, why have you done this to me? I've questioned him a lot in 25 years. Why me? Why me? Why not someone else? Because this is what I have said for 25 years. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. Ever. Ever. Those days are dark, and I know what they feel like. I just happen to be right now in a season where I'm level. And what that means is I'm not sad and depressed and in bed, but yet I'm not happy, like bubbly happy, where I'm not crying or where I'm not worrying about things. I worry a lot. Should I give these things to God? Yes. Yes. But I think, okay, I can handle this on my own. Just like I thought I can deal with this depression on my own. I don't need doctors. I don't need medication. Guess what? It doesn't work. Or it hasn't for me. If you've come off of medication, if you're doing it on your own, congratulations, and I really mean that. Great job. But I don't want to try to come off and then be down in the deep pits and have to try to get myself back up. To me, it's not worth it. Not for me. I have 2 grown children. I have a granddaughter that I need to be here for. And I need to be in at least a good frame of mind. So I hope this video helps. If you watched it from the beginning to end, thank you. If you need to talk, I'm here. And I mean that. I didn't just say that just to say it. I mean it. So I just want to say, please, please, whatever you do, hold on. Hold on. Don't ever let go.